What's up, guys? This is Hans from the Eclectic podcast, and today we're going to be taking a look at MTRM02Y Gundog. This is from FansToys. This is basically their version of Hound. After the one that I got from TFC with their detective line, I wanted to try and give somebody else a chance because that guy was just horrible for me. So I thought we'd go ahead and take a look at this guy. Real quick, we'll take a look at the packaging. Up here in the corner, you got a nice little foil remaster right there up in the upper corner. On the front of the box there we show Hound or Gundog in his bot mode and also in his alt mode. Top of the box just shows him in his bot mode up there in a pose. Side of the box just kind of a silhouette, kind of blown up part of his leg, it looks like. Other side of the box, same kind of thing, but there it is with his head. On the back, it shows him there in his bot mode, both front and back. Various modes of that. Looks pretty cool. A lot of stuff I can't read. And then at the bottom of the box just shows you kind of him and his accessories, everything that he kind of comes with in there. So, anyways, we'll go ahead, we'll open this guy up and take a look at what's inside. Alright, here he is out of the package. Real quick, we'll take a look at everything that he comes with. So here we have his pistol, nicely chromed out, looks good. We have his spare tire, and this is actually kind of like a rubber material that's actually on here, which is a nice touch. We get a turret for his Jeep mode, and it does swivel. I like the chrome accents on this stuff, it looks really, really nice. We have a rocket launcher. It doesn't fire, but still a nice little chrome accents on it. Looks good. Gas can, which also has like a, looks almost like a missile pod kind of detail down there at the bottom. And then, of course, instructions. Nothing too crazy, just kind of gives you the general gist of how to get him from point A to point B. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at his articulation. So, the weirdest thing about him is he's got these weird nubbin little arms. They barely clear his chest. I mean, I guess they work kind of enough, but his bumper and everything sticks out so far that it gets kind of awkward. Let's take a look at the head sculpt real fast. Head sculpt looks pretty good. Not a whole lot of detail in it, but I think, to me, that really reminds me of the G1 Hound. You know, my memory's probably pretty off. I mean, it's been years since I've seen what Hound really looks like, especially in a G1 format, but that looks pretty good. The casing for his helmet and everything, it looks really, really nice. He's got basic articulation. He can look left, he can look right. That's about as high up as he can look, and he can look down a little bit. A little bit of a pivot, maybe? No, not really. Arms are kind of a mixed bag. You can, if you play your cards right, you can get the arms to go up and out, and that's about the reach of his arms. They're not super, super long. He can, if you bypass that stuff there, you can get his arms to go full 360. And the way that it works is he's got a double hinge here. So he's got this hinge here that allows the outside motion, and then he's got a rotator cuff on top of that, and it can all rotate together. So it can give you some issues. It can be rather problematic. You do have an upper bicep swivel. You have a rotation at the wrist. Arms can move to about, You don't have a whole lot of bicep in this area, but the arms will get you to about a 90-degree bend. He does have a waist swivel, and you can kind of cheat it and make that an ab crunch, but you're just unpegging the back from the torso section. He's got die cast in these thighs, so he's got a lot of weight going on in here. A lot of weight all the way around on this figure. Hips will get you out about that far. Forward. About that far back. The knee, you've got to bend the seat, and the knee can get you pretty good range back. Not too shabby. Feet are on rockers, so you really get a good range of motion there. Side to side tilt action going on. All in all, I think he's pretty decent. Back's fairly good. I guess my only complaint would be the arms. I wish they were a little bit longer. I wish they could have done something. But it's hard though, right? Because his proportions would have been weird. Maybe they would have had to bring everything forward in order to get the arms to work properly for this character. But he looks pretty good all in all. So we have a few different options with weaponing him up. The gas can I've found, you can go ahead and you can slip that on this tab on the forearm. This missile launcher here, you want to go ahead and slip it on like this, and then just kind of crowd it around the side, and then you can tilt that back. Then you can take the tire, slip out on the back here, just to get that kind of suited up here. Pistol, we can open up this hand. And the guns, I have a really hard time of getting them pegged in proper. I'm not sure why exactly. Go ahead and close that up. Went down pretty simple. And then this gun, it shows it kind of pegging onto the back over here. It's got a slot here. There's a tab inside there. You can peg them together. I think it looks kind of ridiculous, but you can do that. It's just a little bit too much for the character. But yeah, there he is, all weaponed up and ready to go to town. Actually, it looks pretty damn cool. A much better figure than what we got with Detective. Let's go ahead and let's get him transformed into his alt mode. Alright, so here he is completely transformed. And he looks good. Don't get me wrong, I think he looks a lot better than Detective did. He transforms a lot better than Detective did. He's kind of finicky through this area through here. I was going to go through the full transformation, but I just got too frustrated with him. But other than that, I mean, he's actually a pretty solid figure. He's got a lot of die cast, a lot of weight to him. I don't know if I would consider him to be the definitive version of Hound, per se. He's definitely, like I said, much better than Detective was. But he's got his issues, and he doesn't scale quite right. In bot mode, I think he does a pretty good job. But looking at him in his alt mode, if we bring in clamp down, like that's not right at all. He should be smaller. And I don't know if that's really possible to get him smaller and still be detailed as a Jeep. He would have to be, I mean, pretty tiny. So I think he does a pretty good job considering. The build quality is solid. The figure itself is very solid. I definitely think if you're looking to get a Hound, he's worth a buy. I'm kind of curious to see what FansToys is going to release, but he's got some metallic flank in that plastic. I mean, it is plastic. It's just molded plastic with the tempo printed graphic there. Rims look good. I like the chrome. I like the accessories with the gasket and everything. I find it really unfortunate that there was nowhere to peg his regular pistol in his alt mode like this. But what can you do, really? So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Peace out, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.
What makes this podcast unique?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Dylan, 130 the Eclectic Podcast, just coming at you right now. Let you know we'll be on into YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come on back now. Be the third subscriber. You get absolutely nothing. Thank you so much. And please listen to the Eclectic Podcast because we are amazeballs.
Yeah, we're probably not quoting Mel Gibson ever again.
If you want to listen to lizard people or hear all about lizard people, lizard people, let them go, lizard people.